Tutao. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special press conference. My name is Jennifer Anson. I'm the National Security Coordinator for the Republic of Palau. And it's my honor to introduce, first of all, the Palau delegation. We have with us His Excellency Surangel S. Jr., the President. We have Madam Vice President and Minister of Justice, Udo Sr. We have the Minister of Public Infrastructure and Industry, Charles Obiang. We have the Minister of Finance, Caleb Udo Jr., the Minister of Human Resources, Culture, Tourism, and Development, Ngiray Balast Matul. We have the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Environment, Stephen Victor. Good morning, General. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. And I'll introduce the our guests from the United States. Of course, our special guest, our 4-star General Commander, General Kenneth Wilsbach. Welcome. We have from Public Affairs, Michael Murphy, our Senior Enlisted Aide, Brian Hall, and from the 36th CRG, Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Denzer, Staff Sergeant Jasmine Blunt, Deputy Chief of Staff Operations Sandeep Mulgand, Political Advisor Brian Wu, and Aide-de-Camp Deshaun Brandy, and Aide-de-Camp Tyler Keener. Welcome. And of course, very special good morning, Umil Tutao, Ambassador John Hennessy Nayland.
They know me really well. Manuel Tutao, المرة بكلا ده تقوبت وتلتقل ده سوسرا يبدول مرة كلاي مرة بقول بلاو بيلون ما أبير كلاي مرة مسيل بلاو President Rasenet Hokons Paules رجل senators Speaker Anastasio مرة رجل delegates governors legislators تقوبت سوسرا يده مرة أدر بلاو ngara ngayang almora hotcharigi mangara ekrela blur bela la tutao mal togobet el susergi de mortigal togobet el okyak sangargi General Wilsbach ma araval ma ambassador Nilinda el silo mongedre al tutao el tel togobet el press conference so qalding tel tel mokmu sesel togol goradis modi uk del willergi ma ser uk togobet el gida let me just take this opportunity and welcome you to Palau, General, and we're extremely excited about your visit and really want to continue to foster the close partnership and continue our working relationship in making sure that we have a free and open Indo-Pacific. So if I can take a few moments in Palauan to share a little bit about the cooperation and the partnership between Palau and the Air Force. So I think that most importantly, you've been facilitating maritime and border security prevention, and especially when it comes to transnational crime. And that's really in assisting us in the projects we've seen over the past few years and continue to be developed, like the radar systems, surveillance systems in the 3 islands and now going further south, helping us with OICs that come here and the training that we have and working with our customs and immigration and providing us with the capacity of better understanding security risk and how to deal with them and really sharing information. And then I think most recently we had the opportunity of being at the airport and accepting with the minister the equipment through the 333 program, and I think very much needed. And of course that I think just goes to the part of the cooperation that we have of jointly using the equipment to benefit both countries, and we welcome it and encourage more of it. And we're glad that you're here to see what Palau has to offer and how we can continue to work together on improving infrastructure and hopefully benefits our economy and us working together to provide a secure, a more secure and stable environment for the whole Pacific and the world. The Garubang tara al akot ngarba bal soldal uk melding rigid. Nga walong red raigal uk Tora Air Force mang ra tial uk ngara Hawaii mertial Pacific rogir mang nga top turini el general gumbra lo aseng tara kota raba bal uk soldal melding rigid kadman bring asule legida and one more thing I forgot to add was the K9 program, a very important program that the Air Force has assisted Palau with, and part of security and protection of our people. And, you know, we face those challenges with IUU, drug trafficking, and it's important that, especially now where we're going to be hosting our Oceans Conference next year, to be have those capabilities here. So, أقوادم لسما ده يجل يا بتقول جيدا تمغلو مجلا إير فورس الكاين سيرغين وريور تغني غني يجل البلبس كده الناس لو يوصل يمر برنامج تير الناس من إيربورت تريد غني يجل ملاي ما ضمو ما وفور كليف تبلا مسا إيربورت الدرجة اللي تملاه سويد راوك يجل أوك تغير بلاو غني يجل surveillance system البلاد سيرابرا غيان ما باليوم غيره continue murahato bay ma Helen ma direl sonsorol كده مدير راسم بتوقع أذن غير أمية ذا أذن غير أمية ذا بالواد من كذا جيرة الميك شور كذا كلاقارب مدير راسم توقع مدير دور ترى السلا هذا بلا بلور بلاو direk lo sesuatu mudahnya saya direk keluar ook sisa belela baby mungkin kita lu mesois berabulur bela malam mereka sulit girela agil bilis tira amna seor gider girela lo seor gider custom sama direk NEA raurerir direk lo seor gider girela kat maklet gider tial our oceans conference and meran me direk mal mereka sulit agil betul training tira omiskid direk ook agil lurior al girela ook omesa agil tukter tela udod mora tela udod ral sela ablur belam kada sel baakal girel كده عملوا مرار سلتقولوا هسه كده أنا ميتشو سير قبلمنت كده التماجة كاسيسي راول داسورا جيرلا أمي موكل بلغ السيدر مرتريل اللي أتاي هي ورجيد متيال اللي كده عملي أخري أيال عملي أخري كده البلوم تيالوكو أوضنيلن قارو باقل مي عملي سير سيل دلويل من سيد الملمول ملو مسايل أوك سيد التماغل الغاية سيوري كده رقم لام غدورين جيرلا يجيل اللي سكوجور جيد ngarayiray mablilyo mngayawr lo sem gradlut mlisi ediri qado mesa bebira tealra ase edil gut moklur al salabal ma aktimo muy gide bay umsa teal ngaruba getia press conference gide amuru adi ngari aseserian se loger andi se adra me gel bebil mo next Wednesday ya vice president ngamo dibus rel al mel tal sunday le qadamo dingara radra american قد مرة هوايرا غطلوريور مستريرا مسانجل المريدرا Indo-Pacific Command أدميرال أكولينو من مول مرة بلور أمريكان المول دينغر تيجل أكتيرا ودخل كاين سيرا يقال مريدرا بلور بيلاو ميرسل لو غطلوريور تيال ميل ويك قد مرايل ديك بدأ سيا فايس بريزيدنت تانغرتيان and make sure Aurora di Malmolm and I know next weekend Malmo muy atemi Vice President last and 2 hours a press conference and up to agarila Mr. Ngirma but General I'd like to give you the opportunity and I've sent my greetings. This is our normal press conference we have every Wednesday. It just so happened that you were here at the same time. Right. So we said the normal press conference will be next Wednesday, but this is our opportunity to share a little bit. But thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Oh, please use the mic.
Thank you, Mr. President and Madam Vice President, Ministers, Ambassador. It is such an honor to be here. Thank you for the warm welcome. And I was telling the Vice President before we started that I've made a mistake. Because I did not plan to stay long enough, and so I'm going to have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back for at least a week. Your island is beautiful. Your country is beautiful, and I can already tell the people are incredible. You hit it right. You know, both of our nations have a mutual interest of a free and open Indo-Pacific region, and we're both committed to that goal. And working together is a foundational principle that we both share, that working together with partners and with allies in this region, you know, really in competition with those that would not want this to be a free and open Indo-Pacific, is what we're about. I'd just like to thank you and the citizens of Palau, because you have asked us to come in and do more with you, which is in our interest as well to do more here. And it's something that is on my agenda, is to do more Air Force operations from Palau in the future. We've had an opportunity. You mentioned some of them, but we had F-35s and F-22s within the last year here doing refueling operations, and this is something that is great for us to do. It's a fantastic training venue for us, but it's also a symbol of the partnership that we have, and the mutual interest and the mutual defense. And I just want to thank you, because it is really beneficial for us. So it's just really fantastic to be here. The projects that you talked about, and some of the investments, also mutually beneficial, because the radar, as you mentioned, helps us with domain awareness, not only in the air but also on the sea. And so we know we will be able to know what's happening, which is the very first thing about defense, is you have to know what's happening in your environment. Infrastructure improvements such as airfields and ports, incredibly important for logistics and defense. And so I just reiterate again to you, to the ministers, to the Vice President, as well as to the citizens of Palau, how much we appreciate the warm welcome, the partnership, the willingness to consider having us come in and help out and contribute. And so I'm just incredibly grateful. And Ambassador, thank you also for welcoming us in and treating us in your home today. That was very kind and gracious, and we're just thrilled to be here. And you know, for us in the United States, Palau is a little bit out of our normal way, but I wouldn't have missed coming here. And I'm sorry I haven't been here before, but COVID, right? Yeah. COVID. But I'm very proud of your country for being COVID-free, and congratulations for that. It's not easy to do, but you've done it, and you'll be blessed further because of it. So I just wish everyone in Palau all the best. Thank you so much for having our team here today, and we'll come back if it's okay with you, Mr. President.
Well, we definitely look forward to your next visit. But, you know, speaking on partnership, I think it's, you know, important to note that this meeting can only happen because of that great partnership. When the ambassador and I were out at the airport to receive the first vaccines early January, that ray of hope, and really working with CDC and just, you know, HHS to bring the team out here and get people vaccinated and achieve the almost 100% of the population above 18 vaccinated has been an incredible feat, but it really is a result of partnership. And that's, I mean, I think that's the partnership that we're talking about. It's how we work together to solve those major problems that we have. And it's just great to have you here, and so you can see what we have and how we can continue to partner and meet the challenges that we have in front of us. We also are grateful to the CAT team that's here, this time their Air Force team. And you know, one of the things that they do beside the many civic activities is also medical. And that's an important component in reaching out to the people. And we appreciate, I think, the interaction that they have with the people. And it's building those friendships, those relationships are important for engaging in the community. And every little bit that's done makes a difference. And we also know that there's needs for the Defense Department, but there's also needs for Palau. And it's important to find those ways that we can work together. And like those runways we talked about in Angar, medical emergencies. It's nice to have that access and that capability. And so we appreciate the upgrades that have been going on and welcome more. So those are the areas I think that we all benefit from, and I think the people of Palau see, and ongoing maintenance and how to keep them ready. So just thank you for visiting, because I think once you see, you understand, right, and you can be our advocate of how we can continue to help strengthen and build that partnership. So
I was, if you don't mind, I was telling our CAT team before we met here how much I appreciated them being here, and was reminding them how important their work here was.
Can you use the microphone?
Not only for for the United States, which they're all United States service members, but also for the country of Palau, and the things that they're doing help out your economy, help out your infrastructure, and though it's a relatively small team, they're doing very important work here, and so I'm grateful for their service and sacrifice. They're away from their families for about 6 months, but we really appreciate them being here, and I know you do too, so thank you for mentioning that.
And then I think one of the areas that is very unique for freely associated states is that we have the opportunity to be part of the U.S. military. And it was great when the F-35s came to visit Palau, that there was Palauan servicemen on board. Right. And that's just another demonstration of the partnership and the close relationship, and that we're fighting side by side, defending freedom and really promoting those values. So it's great to be a partner, and those servicemen also need help too. So anything you can do to help them, and I know the CAT team is already doing that to help the veterans, trying to help them with their medications and stuff. But those are just areas that we can continue to help our people that serve to be protected and feel that they're taken care of. So thank you.
One other thing that I would mention, and you touched on it, but as an airman, the runway, is a place as a military person where we project power from, right? That's from the military standpoint. But if you and we certainly can do that with an airfield, but in almost every case where there's a runway, there's money. If you think about it, all over the world, runways bring in money. And it's an economic advantage to have a runway. It doesn't matter where it is. Anywhere in the world, runways bring money. Yeah. And we appreciate that in the United States. I know you appreciate it here in Palau, and so that's another side benefit. And very similar is true of ports.
That's right.
I look forward to the future.
Okay, fantastic. And as we discussed earlier, Palau is the second to Guam, largest island in Micronesia. So there's a lot of potential.
All right.
So we want to keep that window open to look at all the potential areas that we can cooperate on and jointly benefit from.
Excellent.
So
I think we might do a gift exchange now, if that's acceptable. We have gifts from the General to the President, and I think
Really?
the President has a gift. Perhaps if the two of you could stand by the flag.
Okay.
And we'll make sure that Palau sees this.
Well, Mr. President, I selected this gift especially for you, and I won't pull it out of the wrapping, but what I'll tell you is it's a model of an ancient ocean-going vessel.
Oh, okay.
And we live in Hawaii. My headquarters is in Hawaii, which is also, an island, a tropical island, and of course your nation's a series of tropical islands. But perhaps a boat like what I'm about to give you brought us together thousands of years ago, but we're still together.
Okay.
And we have mutual interests, and the world's a lot smaller these days because we have different kind of vehicles to move around the earth in. But we're still people that are guided by freedom and prosperity. And I wish that for you and your country and your citizens, and I know that you feel the same way about Americans. But let me present this to you, sir.
Well, thank you. And once again, we regret that you're not here to stay longer, because as the ambassador knows, I love boats, and I promise you, next time you come, we'll take you on a boat ride.
All right.
A fast boat ride. We don't have planes, but we have fast boats. Yeah. Yeah. And we're just so grateful that you can come and visit us. And maybe I can show what I'm giving you. Is it okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is a
It's a manta.
It's a manta. There you go. And we don't have planes. We don't have F-35s. But I guarantee that they can put on quite a show.
Yes.
So next time you come, we have to take him diving so he can see our F-35s underwater.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so these are, it's a local storyboard, and there's a legend on there, and I think this one is Tengara. This is the canoe story. Once again, boats, but there's a legend, and that a man he went out fishing, and he couldn't make up his mind if he was going to go for the turtle. And he didn't anchor his boat. So what happened is he jumped in the water after the turtle. When he got on the water chasing the turtle, he saw his boat floating away. So then he looked back at his boat, and in the end, he lost the turtle and the boat. So you got to be decisive, make a decision, and move on. So, and I know
That's
generals.
important for me.
Yes, that's what generals do, right? They make decisions. Yeah. So, but
That's fantastic.
yeah, and let me put it back in the back.
Thank you so much. That's very good.
Okay, Oman Sula.